What's up? I know Mama Z's already in the house. Donald is
What's
here
up,
too.
Eve? I'm here, yo.
Papa Z's in the house. No, Mama Z's already in the house. Gosh.
Donald is What's here up, Eve? I'm here.
It's great listening to myself. So great.
Yeah, is it great?
So great.
It's great.
So great. What's up, Mama Z? How are things in Texas? And happy Mother's Day, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day. I have not made any Mother's Day posts because, well, reasons. My relationship with my mother hasn't been non-existent since I was 18 years old. Probably before that. We'll wait for a couple more people to hop in and we'll get started. What were we going to talk? We were talking about the chickens. Yeah, we'll go through the list of what we think we were going to talk about and then do our giveaway.
Let's see here.
But you can only get when you're here and you can't get once it's over. So you have to be here. You have to download it while you're here and then it's over. If it happens that you couldn't download it and the live stream ends and you couldn't get it, just email me. That's fine, or message me. But so I missed your live on Saturday, but I'm going to catch up on it because I was really excited about the prospect of, and I don't even think I told Dawn about this, Papa Z cooking you Mama's Day, like a Mother's Day meal for her Saturday live, which I thought was really cute. Skinner Farms, hello.
No, I mentioned it. So I said, oh, great. Now I've got.
Oh, that's right. You did. I like how Skinner Farms says hi to you, but not to me. That's fine. You guys can have your bromance. It's okay. He did so good. Yeah, I think Donald kind of owes me something now. Like a meal. Home cooked meal would be great. I'm not a mom, but.
Okay, home cooked meal. All right, so chickens.
I think it's really good to see couples doing the lives together because you can't really, especially when you're in and I know you guys aren't specifically homesteading, but even cooking, it's like if you're not showing the whole dynamics of the farm, like the relationship and everything, I think you miss out on a lot when people don't do that. So I'm a goat mom. Yeah, I do have kids.
And me.
And Donald. Yeah. But yeah. We can have our little thing like Donald and whoever he did last week. Who did you have your thing with last week?
What are you talking about?
I have no idea. Did you have a thing last week?
What are you talking about?
What Skinner said.
What? Oh, it just now came across here.
Oh, okay. So you're just behind. It's okay. I'm slightly tipsy.
What?
We were playing cards with Dad, and I was like, I saw this bottle of wine. I was like, you know what? I'm going to drink some wine. And it was pretty good. I'm mostly sober now, though.
Did you talk about side piece?
All right. All right. Side pieces. Yeah. Grammy Karen, hello. Always good seeing Grammy Karen here. Oh, Stacy from Yellow Rose Homestead. Yeah, it's this running joke on Marco Polo. We're all in like a Homesteader Marco Polo group together, and Stacy from Yellow Rose Homestead says that all these guys are her side pieces. It's fun. It's just fun joking. So what do we do this week? Well, we'll give it one more minute and then we'll start talking about the week and our plans, and at some point do the giveaway today. Again, the Herbal book giveaway, it's a really good one, but it's only available during the live. If you miss it, you can message me, but I don't want to leave the link open on the live, like after it's over. So I'm going to cancel the link after the live and just let me know and I'll get you another one. but you have to be here to get it, essentially. As far as hours go, I think for our channel, we're at like, what did I say? We were 440 something, 441 hours. So it's a little slow.
We're chipping away at it.
We're chipping away at it. The goal is June 1st to get monetized. And I meant to put out 2 videos last week. I don't know if you guys watched the Think Dirty app. It was something I was experimenting with a couple of video editing techniques. So
Calm down.
He's all right.
Well, he's moving.
He can move.
He's bothering me. My resting thing's on
you're
him.
bothering him now. Look, he's getting up. He's moving around.
My resting thing is on him, so he's got to stop moving so I can rest.
See, now he wants to sit next to Mama because of your sass. Just saying.
Stop moving, Court.
But we didn't get to put the second video out last week because my laptop fan went up and it just started going like really loud. And I was like, well, this is going to annoy the crap out of me.
What was it going like?
I'm not going to repeat that noise, but we put it in the shop. I got it back today. So that means I can do some editing. I was worried I wouldn't get any video without this week. But tomorrow I'm going to do some editing. So we'll have another video out. But yeah, 441 hours left to go. So any help you guys can give is very much appreciated. We were going to do a goat live today. No, yesterday. But it was raining. So I didn't leave my camera out in the rain. But we're close. We're so close. 441 hours. I think over the summer, it's going to jump up quite a bit because now that we're trying to put out content more consistently, last summer we did nothing but lives because we needed a break. I mean, garden season is hard for anybody to spend time putting out videos and filming videos. And when you're just sitting there watching the garden grow, there's not a whole lot else to film. But because we didn't do anything but lives last summer, I think as we replace those days with what we're doing now, it will go up. I'd still like to meet the June 1st deadline, but hey, TJ Miller. MB Heritage. And I see James 𝙒𝙀𝙄𝙀 is in the house. Awesome. And then we got our meat chickens last week. We ordered 20. I wanted 25, but for some reason we only got 20.
Well, I wanted 15 and we compromised.
Well, the compromise should have been getting my 25.
How is that a compromise?
It's a compromise on my part.
You mean my part?
No, I mean on my part. But how many died? 5? 5 of them died, and they gave 1 extra. Which I'm thinking Murray McMurray, I think they just do that. They give you an extra chicken when you order from them. I'm not sure.
They gave a laying hen chicken with meat chickens.
And she got crushed.
Yeah, she got crushed because meat chickens.
22. Yeah, we have 2 heat lamps set up so that they could separate some when they're trying to get warm. But they're so freaking heavy.
And yeah, I never had that issue with laying hens ever. It's always meat chickens. They tend to just crush each other.
And I really love the Freedom Rangers. Like, hands down, that's like my favorite meat bird to get. But we kind of made a decision after that. Because normally we get them local. These were shipped, which they were all alive when they got shipped, right? When we picked them up, they were all alive. So I guess that really doesn't matter. But we kind of decided after that we might, and I was actually talking to Dee from Naturally and C about this. And Mama Z, I don't know if you can just throw it out on the My Family group because I forgot to do that part. We kind of decided we're thinking about next year just trying to breed Delawares because we've got a good group of Delawares right now. We've got at least 3 roosters, I think, right?
6
roosters. So if we start breeding Delawares, because they're multi-purpose, and these look pretty chunky, little chunky Delawares.
Delawares the roosters get up to 8.5 pounds. So not too bad for a meat bird.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then we could be fully self-sustainable because we're raising our own chickens to use for meat. So that's kind of the goal. I hate the idea of like for the rest of my life just having to order chickens. And Freedom Rangers, obviously they don't, it's because it's so proprietary. They don't give off or give the details of what they're mixing to make the breed. And it's the same with the Cornish cross. I mean, they're proprietary. So if we just breed our own Delawares and get enough meat, I mean, that would be, you know, more self-sustaining than what we're doing now.
And because the Rangers are a hybrid, you can't breed them together to get the same bird. It's going to be a different bird.
Yeah. Graham Karen says, we ordered ours from Town Line in Michigan. I haven't heard of anyone else using that hatchery. Yeah, we normally used a local hatchery called Bauman's in Westminster, Maryland. And that's a place that my whole family has always gotten like feed from and stuff growing up. But they didn't have any this year. We went down there and the day they were supposed to come in and they said they didn't come in. And I think they never came in as far as we could tell. But I think then we were looking at TSC. And how many TSCs did you call to try to see if they had any meat chickens? 12 TSCs in the area.
To see if they had Red Rangers.
Yeah. Because we won't get the Cornish cross anymore.
That's the one where I called one of them. And I think we talked about it before, where they argue with me that Red Rangers and Isa Browns are pretty much the same chicken. And I argued the crap out of that.
Yeah. So nobody had any. They were all gone. And I guess I should have expected that, given what's been going on with like the lumber prices and hardware cloth and peeps in general. So we did the order from Murray McMurray. They came this week. 5 died. We don't know why. They had heat, we think, maybe crushed.
I think they were just crushed.
So we're going to try Delawares next year, I think.
Stomped on.
We'll see what happens.
But I do like Josh's point. If it was right now, what we can do is we can go to Tractor Supply, or I'll go to Tractor Supply, and we can find Cornish crosses to get them to supplement the 5 or 10.
It's a good idea. And
then we can see which ones we like better also.
Yeah, we could go to, we can go there tomorrow.
Yeah.
See what they got. Hey, Fishes and Loaves. Mr. Poops. I love that that's your nickname. I'm going to make him a hat that says Mr. Poops on the top. It'll just be like a poop emoji too. It's going to happen. Are you going to sass? I honestly don't remember. Like, I know for us, Cornish crosses 6 weeks. 6 weeks, right? 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
And then the Freedom Rangers around 12 weeks. Sometimes we let them go a little longer.
Yeah, 10 to 12 weeks.
So I'm fine with it being longer, as long as my issue with Cornish crosses has always been, we grew up getting them. I remember getting them. And even when Donald and I first got married, we still got them. But I always hated how they could never stand. And sometimes their cage down there would get so muddy and they're just laying in mud and they can't walk. And I just felt so bad. I'd like, Donald even saw me walk in there and I'm ankle deep in this crap and mud to get them out of the rain and the mud. Like, ethically, I had an issue with that. So I don't do that anymore. And that's just me. That's just a personal decision. I can't, like, I'm very emotional about animals. So Red Rangers were more able to walk around.
Mm-hmm.
So
more active.
You are Courtney's number 2 poop fan. Hey, Duncan, Miss Brenda. So yeah, that's why we switched to Red Rangers, because they could walk around more. And we still have some Red Rangers from last year that just, they were
Glenda.
They just didn't get butchered.
Yeah.
I think she had pasty butt when we were butchering, and we're like, we'll just keep her.
Well, that was the one that Kim gave us.
Oh, right. We didn't buy her. She was
Glenda was a little small, so I didn't want to butcher her yet. And then that's when she's the one who got out and was laying in the chicken coop when I was building it.
Yeah.
So I just kept her.
Skinner Farm says they've never had trouble with them being able to walk. Yeah, we always did. I don't know why. I hated it. I've never liked that.
Well, I have learned, and this is I'm thinking about this, or testing this out. Because I think your dad just left the feet in there.
Think they ate too much?
Yeah, because I think Cornish crosses, you have to take the feet out, or just give them a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know how Dad used to do that.
Otherwise, they'll just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat.
Yeah. So we could certainly try that, but
yeah, I'm hoping that how fast they grow, that if we get them tomorrow, if they have them, they'll grow with the
Red Rangers.
Red Rangers fast enough when I can put them outside.
Yeah. I don't know that it'll fix the crushing issue though, because we still have that issue regardless.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping with a few amount, they will be not crushy.
Right? Do you guys have issues with them crushing each other? Like Skinner Farms, do you have issues with them like laying on each other to get warm and then they crush some of them? Because we can't be the only ones that have that issue. And it's a big brooder for that many chickens.
Yeah, it's a big brooder for that. We shouldn't have that many. And there, like I said, it's a big brooder. The heat lamps are spaced out enough to where there should be heat, plenty of heat.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I think chickens are just stupid.
Chickens are just stupid.
But they don't know to get off or get out from under somebody.
Yeah, he lost 2 this time. Yeah. So I'm glad we're not. I mean, I'm not glad we're not the only ones, but I didn't want to be like, oh well, you guys are dumb. You're doing something wrong. Fishes and Love says I have a friend who free ranges a bit, but their nighttime area is on a concrete base because of flooding here, and they have the roosts too and cute. Yeah, we let our meat chickens. We have an orchard that we're growing, and we have an old chickshaw that's on the ground, so they don't have to like climb up anything. But we just chicken tractor them around this whole orchard.
Yeah. And
we put an electric fence around. So at night or early in the morning, I mean, we lock them up at night. We don't leave them out or anything, but that they have a little bit of protection. Plus, we're on the road. I don't want them to get out into the road. And if it gets dark, and Donald usually doesn't get him till late at night. So when I go out, if I forget to go out right away, they're at least protected with that fence.
Yeah, because we open the chicken coop up.
Hey, Raven Cat.
Let them go out in the little fence.
Yeah, they free range a lot, which I like. I like that they free range. I like seeing chickens in grass, and I think you're the same way. We just like seeing them in grass.
Mm-hmm. I like seeing them run.
Yeah, after a few days, they're fine, but it's just that initial week just seems, well, we're just going to have a big dog pile and crush each other. I hate that. But, so yeah, Delawares, we're going to have an experiment. Plus, I mean, it's not just the crushing that we want to try the Delawares, it's the sustainability. I don't like having to rely on buying chickens.
Yeah.
I'd rather raise our own. And I think because we're only on like 1.25 acres that we can do it because we don't need a whole lot.
I can do it with 2 roosters, 2 sets of breeds.
Yeah.
I prefer 3, but.
And we have an area to do it. We have the extra chicken coop to do it in, to breed them. So we'll let you guys know how that goes. We'll document that. Did any of you guys watch my weird video this week with the Think Pretty app review? Your hand, put a little thumbs up maybe. That was fun to do. We were just trying some editing techniques. I wasn't expecting that one to get, great views or a view count, but I wanted to get something out. I wanted to try a couple new things, and I liked the things that I did. My computer started dying while I was editing this, so I couldn't finish. So it's not very polished. Like the beginning was more polished than the end, and I was like, I'm just getting it out. So, but it was an interesting, it's an interesting review if you're into what chemicals and stuff you're like, what you eat to put into your body. So Skinner has a chicken tractor big enough for 72 chickens. Wow. I just like the idea of concrete base for here. Not sure how to combine that with the chickshaw. Yeah, we have a small concrete base where my dad's chickens used to be. Right now the peacocks are in there. And I think the peacock's laying, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so our peacock's laying right now, but I think when that one's born, we should grab it and put it in the brooder.
Yeah. And I think the guinea, the white guinea that we have, she's apparently laying everywhere.
Oh, so we might get some white guineas and some peacock peeps.
Well,
I've never seen a peacock baby like up close. Like I see them running around sometimes, but I'm anxious to get them and put them in the brooder because peacocks are dumb and mean. It's hard to raise peacocks. I'll tell you that right now. Drops. Hey, Drops. The computer, it was the fan on the computer. It wasn't anything to do with the hard drive. I've actually got a, what did I say? I have a terabyte SATA and then a 500 gig something in this. And it's like a 32 gig RAM. So it's a really good laptop. It's just the freaking fans. And I don't know what it is with the fans. I've had to replace 3 different fans now.
Like the original lasted, what, a year and a half?
Yeah, the original fan lasted a year and a half, and then one of them went up. I got that replaced. Then the other one went up a couple months later, got that replaced. And then the first one I got replaced last fall, just went up this week. But he got it fixed within, what, 2 days?
Yeah.
So there's just something with the parts, the fans. And I don't know if it's just because, you know, we run the wood stove in here in the wintertime and it gets dusty. If the bearings just get like, you know, it gets caked in there. I don't know what goes on there, but the laptop itself is great. It's the only laptop I've ever had that can actually keep up with me. And I say that because I was using his laptop for those 2 days, and I'm just like, this is so slow. I can't stand it. This one, I love it. Love this laptop. What do you think would be a good show chicken breed?
I would say probably the #1 or most favorite is the Silkie. Silkie or Brahmas.
I would go with Brahmas. Silkies are weird. And I mean, I guess it depends on what, if you're just doing it for show.
What's the other one? They're
so small.
Is it
So if you're gonna want them to like,
Cochin?
I don't know. I've never eaten a silky egg either. I mean, not that I feel like it's that different, but I feel like eventually I'd want to eat it, and it's really small.
Yeah, that one.
What is that one? Oh, the Cochin. Oh, there's like the fluffy butt chickens. That's what you need, Misty. You need a fluffy butt chicken. Cochin.
Yeah.
Google that. All right.
Show them the picture.
All right, hold on, Misty. I have to show you the picture, apparently. That one. Where's the other one with the fluffy butt? Here we go. Fluffy butt chicken. Do that one. So Raven Cat said she saw another YouTuber that has peacocks and they are friendly. I think if you raise them to be more like pets, it's fine. But males are known to be aggressive and kill the young. And then I think where my dad keeps them is not a very safe place. Like, it can get out easy because it's more like chain link fence. So I want to keep them in a brooder until they get bigger. They can't go through that fence. But I don't want to tell Dad that I think he's the reason that the babies are dying. But, you know, I try to be nice about it. Fishes and Live says, our rainy season is brutal in the areas where there are plots of land have chickens near us, and they are more west, which is land directly. But, the Everglades. Do you get like a lot of like, I would assume you get like a lot of mosquitoes and like those kind of bugs in the Everglades around that area? Hey, Tinker's wife. Well, that's the thing, I do. But I don't think I can get to it because I have not figured out how to comfortably open this laptop yet. So that might be my issue. And the guy that I go to, he said he's going to show me how to do it, but he's been so busy. Because I tried it once and I'm like, even like I Googled it because I have a different brand than most people, that I get scared. And I'm like, I don't want to break anything. Silkies are a nice breed to keep as pets. The eggs are a decent size. Okay, that's good to know because I wasn't sure. We only have one male Silkie. And we only got him. For some reason, people around here consider us like this misfit farm where they're like, well, we can't keep our chickens anymore. We'll just take them to this farm here and they'll take them. And some woman came and gave us 2 Silkies. Why does she want to get rid of them? She didn't want them to get killed. Like, she didn't want us to eat them, which I was like, I don't want to eat them anyway.
Yeah, she was getting rid of them because I think that she said they were moving. Yeah,
and she had kids, so she asked if we wanted them. Like, okay, we'll take them. And one of them has lived. That was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But I've never, because it's a rooster. Obviously, we never had an egg. So.
Yeah, but it's one of those.
Stringfield.
It was one of those.
Hey, Teresa.
Backyard hatchery Silkies.
Mm.
So it's not a quality Silkie.
Yeah.
And you can see the picture of a Silkie and then look at this and it's like, Oh,
Thank you for stopping by, Teresa. CDL Basics, hello, hello. When I brought up your live the first time it loaded weird, like your live was over. YouTube is strange. Yeah. Yeah, and we really wanted to do another live goat cam this weekend, but it's been raining. It's been cold and rainy here, like in the 60s. And Donald, he showed me a video when he was driving to work yesterday, just pale, just slamming down on the car. So I don't know what's going on with the weather.
yeah.
So at 9:25, I'm thinking I might do the Herbal book giveaway at 9:45. That gives me time to do our channel shout out, which is in the description. I'll link to that later. And any final questions or anything. So for those of you that can't stay or want to come, like leave and come back or whatever, it probably won't be till 9:45. I'll link to the book to give away. It is a good one. It's a really good book. But I'm not going to leave it up after the live. But if you miss it and you were here, just message me. I'll make sure you get a copy regardless. So I don't want to leave it up on the live because I just don't like, I don't know if people are going to have issues with some of these. If some of these books are old, like, you know, you just never know. So, but I don't mind giving them to people while you're here. It's like sharing a book. So dry here. Spits of rain, but looks like we are in drought for this real. Oh, wow. Isn't Oregon normally a wet state, though? Or am I just thinking only... What's the one above Oregon?
Washington.
Washington. I'm thinking Seattle. I'm like, no, that's the city. Skinner Farm says, I want to move my meat birds out this week, but it has been too cold. Maybe by the next week. Yeah, we just hit the time where we can actually start planting outside. So tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, it depends. It's supposed to rain. We want to start planting, but it's probably not going to be till next weekend because we also have to figure out fencing because deer like to eat all of our stuff. So we have to figure out some kind of barrier this year. And I'm thinking whatever's left of our cattle panels and then what we got out of the crypto, we should maybe put some of that towards getting the remainder of some cattle panels to get the deer away from the garden and eating everything that I've been busting my butt planting. So we're actually going to do some transplanting tonight. I got more planting to do. I really want my mugwort to come up. That's the only thing I've planted that has not come up. Mugwort and my lettuce did not want to come up this year for some reason from seed. Everything else is doing really good.
Bunch of bitches.
Don't say bad words. Sheesh. We're supposed to be friendly family.
I forgot I'm on camera.
Plant a garden and the deer are all waiting for the buffet to open, right? They snip the heads off my tomato plants all the time. Jerks. Back to Rootstead. Welcome, welcome. You've had a horrible time starting seeds this year. Yeah, the weather has been weird. Where are you at? Where are you located at? Because we're in southern Pennsylvania and it's just been weird. 80 degrees, 60 degrees. I don't mind it so much because we're not planting outside. But the rule of thumb here I've learned is don't plant till after Mother's Day, which is tomorrow. So we're going to plant probably next weekend. Southern California. Okay. Isn't it normally hot there? I would think. I think. Do I know any other people in Southern California? I know a lot of people in Northern California. What was Skinner asking? What did I miss?
I got it.
Okay, you got it. Fine. That's fine.
He's asking about a video.
So videos coming out this week. Actually, I might get you guys to help me decide what to put out. I've got a video on making flower oils, flower-infused oils like violet oil or dandelion oil, because I did that this week. I have a video on, or footage, I have to edit these, making lilac syrup. I just made that this week with what was left of our lilacs. I have a video that I'm going to do probably tomorrow in making a homemade Neosporin. So that's 3, right? Because I need it. And the commercial stuff messes with my skin. And then I have a footage of doing the start of my home office studio build. So there's at least 4. And we do need to do another soil video soon. So if you have a soil idea you want Donald to do, like I still want to do the water bear one. So that could be fine.
Yeah, I think what the next one I want to do is about the nutrient cycle.
Or the nutrient cycle. So there's 6 choices that I could edit this week. You'd have to film the nutrient cycle. So we might hold off on the nutrient cycle one because we got to come up with a plan for that one. But these 5, aside from the water bear, or these 4, are already filmed. And then the water bear shouldn't take that long to do, maybe. No, I would have to get some slides for the microscope, which I want to order anyway. So let's go for this 4 for now. And then homemade Neosporin, we got to vote for that one. Neosporin, I can't wait to see. Okay. So I'm going to film that one tomorrow, and that will come out on Wednesday. And then I see Mary Catherine asked for about the lilac syrup one. So we're going to try to do one on Wednesdays and Fridays now. We're going to try to come up with a set schedule. So I might do the Neosporin one first, and then maybe the lilac one on Friday to come out. But yeah, now that we're getting so close to getting monetized, we're like, now we got to set a set schedule. I think Wednesdays and Fridays we'll put out videos, and then we have our live on Sundays. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you guys for helping me with that one.
And I'm going to say, once I get a lot of soil stuff set up, I really like the idea of a Soil Sunday video.
Soil Sundays? So that'll be a 3rd video, though.
But like that'll be like
when we're making good money. So if we start getting watch hours, then we might put out 3 videos a week. But until then, since we're not making any yet. 9:32. So we still got time before I give away the book. Okay. Put posts in, put PVC over the top of it, and string a deer net on it, and put rebar on that. Did you answer that one, or did?
No. He's talking about like the
video. We actually, what we used to do is get the 8-foot T-posts, and then we would wrap deer netting around that with zip ties, and it works. It's worked every year we've done it. The problem is the netting.
It's a pain in the
ass. It's a pain in the butt to wrap it because we've got, what is it, a 60 by
70?
70-foot garden, so it's a lot if we wanted to wrap the whole thing. But the netting doesn't last because it inadvertently rips when we take it down each year. Or this year, I think something ripped it like midway through the year.
I think a deer actually did try to jump into it.
Yeah. And then it's expensive. It's like $50 per package or something of the netting. But we like having the 8-foot T-posts because we're gradually buying them because we plan to do permanent fencing for either that garden or the goats. So we're gradually investing in T-posts because we can reuse them for other projects that we've been wanting to do anyway, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
She didn't see my comment, did she? What comment? You told me not to look at his comments.
No, I didn't. I did not.
What comment did I miss, Skinner? Let me know.
Look, just go scroll looking for
the automatic chicken water.
Nope, keep going.
Bromance stuff. Is that the one?
That's that.
Yeah.
He was asking about it, like if he should put his video up about cutting hay. And I said non-farming people like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like there's a really good market for things that are considered ASMR videos. And for those of you that aren't familiar with ASMR videos, it's like something that is calming, or people that like repetitive noises, like the whirring of a fan is very relaxing for people. The wind, like one of the videos I put out 2 weeks ago, the one about the day with the flowers that I tried to make a little bit more cinematic. The very end of that would be considered an ASMR video because it was just the wind and the birds, and you see the sunshine, you see things blowing. So it's that calming thing. People like watching people cut soap into little pieces, or I don't know. There's a vibe for that. It's more popular, I think, on TikTok, but there are a lot of people that do it on YouTube too. So if you can find a way to make hay a repetitive, calming thing, then yes, I think absolutely you should do that just to see. But look up some ASMR videos and see if you can get an idea of kind of the stuff that people put out. Drop says, deer twice the size out west out here. Oh yeah, you guys have the big deer. Just telling how my neighbor does it. Yeah, I would love to do the netting again this year, but I think we where we get it from TSC, it's never cheap for us. It's like $50, and we need at least 3 packets. So that in itself was $150 investment for that, and then we've already got the T-posts. We don't have to buy those again. So it would just be the $150. But I think we're going to just go ahead and get the cattle panels because we're going to reuse them anyway. So we need them.
Mm-hmm. And they're so much easier to store.
Yeah. And we got a big change that we're going to be doing this summer where we're moving the chickens to a whole different place. They won't even be with the goats anymore in order to make the goat pen bigger. So we'll probably do a video about that at some point too.
Yeah, our deer net the second year tore up really, really bad.
Raven Cat says Living Traditions has a great video on keeping deer out. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, that's our biggest issue, honestly. Rabbits never have an issue. Raccoons have never had an issue. Deer every year. And I'll tell you why. My neighbor next door, and I don't know if you guys saw on the shorts, my neighbor Bernie that lost his wife and walks around, they feed deer. So they're always around.
So they go from there.
And they're like, oh, let's go for dessert.
Over here.
Just go snip some stuff out of Donald's garden.
I will say we did have an issue with raccoons one year taking our tomatoes. Because they would grab the tomato, holding it up and run off. Did
you see them do that? Oh.
I was laughing my butt off.
I didn't see that. That would have been funny. Yeah, email me at copperkettlefarms@gmail.com, Skinner, and I'll get you. Sorry if I don't text. I'm listening. My kids are up and asking for things. Oh, no problem. We're getting close to the giveaway time anyway, but I'll let you guys know. Is Naturally Nancy here? Where'd she? Yep. Oh, there she is. I mentioned you earlier, but now I already forget why. I had some wine. Sorry. Right now I have solar lights that trigger when the deer gets close. So far that scared them off.
Yeah, I want to get those. I want to get some.
We had a guy, there's a guy here, he's called the Lion's Potter, and he sells beautiful, expensive, but beautiful pottery and soaps and honey, which we should probably stop by there and get some honey. And then sometimes we'll have heirloom plants. And we were talking to him last year, and he said, whether they take tuna cans, somehow tie them to a rope.
Oh, the rattles?
And make some rattle somehow, and that keeps the deer out. I should message him and ask him again what he meant. Have you guys ever heard of that? Like some kind of tuna can rattle fence to keep deer out? That's something we could try, certainly.
It's probably the noise that makes it.
Yeah. I'll put out a video about my new garden setup. It's going to take a lot of footage. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, Mama Z, I love Mama Z. If you guys have not seen Mama Z's channel, she's not our channel shout out today, but it's worth seeing because she lives in an apartment and she got her first squash plant this year that's actually growing and then is going to produce squash. But in an apartment, she was able to work it out with an apartment complex to allow her to plant and have pots outside because she's on that first floor. But, you know, the outside of the apartment building, it's not hers. So she worked out this plan with them, and she's growing in an apartment tomatoes and squash and bell peppers and sunflowers and who knows what else. But to me, it just boggles my mind to see someone in an apartment that's being that successful with just growing food. She doesn't even have like a patio to do this. It's just, so check out her channel. She does some garden tours, and it's very interesting to see how people in apartments can do that. How many chickens and goats do we have? We have 6 goats. All but one are Nigerian dwarf. One is a Nubian. And 2 of the Nigerian dwarfs and the Nubian we actually rescued from the local SPCA. They scooped them up from a bad situation. So they're so stinking cute though. And we do goat lives usually on Saturdays. We just put the camera up and the goats do their goat thing. But and then chickens, I want to say we have like, well, now we have at least 60, at least, with the meat chickens. The meat chickens, the 20 of those, 20, well, I guess 15 now, will get eaten. But we've also got a bunch of Delawares. that we raised that are about to join the main flock and things like that. So 60 chickens, 6 goats. Is it 2 female peacocks and 1 male?
Yes.
Probably a handful of guineas, maybe 5 or 6, maybe 5 guineas.
We have 2 female guineas, and then 3 guineas with the Delawares, I think 2 of which are male.
Okay. Oh man, I want to raise some Keats. That would be awesome. And then we've got like 10 or 15 rabbits. We do butcher rabbits. I do actually teach workshops locally on how to butcher rabbit. And then we have some bantams, which we mostly use as mothers, incubators. They are excellent. Natural. If you need a natural incubator, like if you're living an off-grid lifestyle and no electricity at all, and you don't want to leave them with the flock, which we don't, because they would easily get out the way we have things set up now, or crushed by the goats. Bantams are excellent natural mothers, so that's one of the reasons why we keep them. Plus, they're stinking cute. They're so tiny. We had one rubberneck chicken. Like, you guys want to talk about the rubberneck, where they have the bare neck chicken. I always call them rubberneck. I don't know why. And we put an egg of one under one of our bantams. She raised it like her own, even though it was like 10 times her size. It cracked me up. All right, let me catch up on comments real quick. Ew, there were a lot. You can old CD discs on string, when the light hits it, they run right off. I wonder if I even have CDs anymore. I'll have to check. Let's see. Well, I just did an ASMR of rain. It was really nice since it ruined her regular plans. Yeah, I love the sound of rain. Or fire. I know Samson Farms did a 3-hour wood stove crackling video. I love that. There's one on Netflix I watch a lot, especially in the wintertime, because we have a wood stove, but it's like one of those Fisher wood stove. It's not like a fireplace. You don't really see the fire as much. So I'll put up this fireplace from Netflix and watch it while I'm feeling the heat, mentally creating that ambiance for myself. Herbs and lots of herbs, Mama Z says. Man, I am behind, aren't I? Y'all, I talk too much, and I'm sorry. Peacocks are great watchdogs. They will let you know if anything is there. Yeah, the problem is we also get, we've had them run off, and then we get a lot of foxes around here, and I worry about that with them.
I would say, though, guineas are our best watchdog.
Yeah, guineas do not shut up.
The last ones we had, once these are here, come back out. We'll see how legal these do. The last ones we had, if they saw you, they would make loud noise running at you, and then keep you in their side, making that noise.
Mm-hmm. And guineas are surprisingly vain. They like looking at themselves in a reflection. It could be a car bumper, which means they get hit a lot, or whatever. But they're very vain, ugly birds. I love them, though. I love having guineas. It's one of my favorite birds to have, simply because of how many ticks they eat. It is like their main source of food. We live right up against like 200 acres of woods. So at the beginning of the spring, I had pulled, I think, a tick off of me every day for like a week, until we started letting the chickens out and stuff. We bought an electric fireplace for the visual part. It puts some heat, but we get the heat from the wood stove. Yeah, I actually bought an electric fireplace for my office for that reason, because I wanted the ambiance while I'm in there working, but
it does decent on heat.
It does decent. I don't think it would be enough in the dead of winter, though, which is why I also have one of those oil radiator heaters. Shush. I know you make fun of me every time for how I say that word. But all right, so we are getting to that point. If anybody's just listening and they want to get the link to the book that I'm giving away today, again, I'm only giving it away during the live. I will be shutting the link down after the live. And if you miss it, just let me know and I will get it to you somehow, regardless. So I'm going to post a link. I'm not going to say the name of this book, though, because, again, I don't want anything flagged on me or anything like that. But you guys, I know I don't get like a huge audience in here. So I'm just giving away this book to my friends that come and hang out with us. It's like borrowing a book. And it was one that I was given. So I'm going to share that with you. Check it out. Download the PDF. And I've heard a lot of really good reviews about this book. It has some really good information in it. I see ads for it all the time on Facebook, like constantly. So this is a PDF copy of the book for you guys. So here's the link. It takes you to just the Google Drive to download the PDF. Again, I'll be dropping it at the end of the live, but feel free to utilize that to grab a copy for yourself as a gift for hanging out with us, helping us get these watch hours. I mean, you guys have been great. I know Mama Z's been running our channel. I know Wide Family Farms been running our channel. I'm sure other people have that I don't know. I mean, we're so close, but that's kind of like our gift to share with you guys for helping us out. I heard donkeys are good watchdogs. Yes, donkeys are, because one, they're loud, and I mean, they'll kill a coyote. So,
Like that one in Texas or Arkansas.
are you talking about that little one that kicks around?
The other one, Falk.
Is that his name?
What?
Oh, you're talking about that one.
That
one. Yeah. I don't like talking about Falk, Arkansas, though. That place is awful. I probably shouldn't say that either. They might come after me. I don't even know if I want to tell the story of Falk, Arkansas on here, because it's kind of...
No, we're good.
It's bad. Let's just... this is what I will say about Falk, Arkansas. Falk, Arkansas is very proud of a certain tree that was used, we'll say, pre-Civil War movement. No, not pre-Civil War, pre-Civil Rights movement.
There you go.
And they're so proud of this tree and its history of what it was used for that they actually have a guard donkey on this tree. I have a picture on my personal Instagram of this tree with the donkey underneath of it. Because I told Donald, I was like, you got to take me to this town. I have to see what this town is like, because we don't have that up here in like Pennsylvania, Maryland. So, yeah, guard donkeys, they exist.
And it saw us,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Braid.
really lit out.
Great to put in with your cows, goats, and sheep. Ooh, can I get a donkey with our goats?
Yeah, we can get a donkey.
You got a mini donkey, get rid of mountain lions. Can we get a mini donkey?
Of course, that we'll have to get a mini donkey to be the same size as the goats.
I want to get a mini donkey. Thanks, guys.
Yes, thanks, guys.
I get a mini donkey now.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Mini
I'll take a mini donkey.
donkey for sale.
Are you looking prices now?
Oh, look at that. East Berlin, PA. Cedar View miniature donkeys.
That's only like 20 minutes from here, guys. I wonder how much they are, though. I need to invest in more Bitcoin. That's what's going to have to happen. So that's another thing. I'll talk about it briefly in here. I know that crypto is like not really everybody's thing, but we did some investments in crypto over the last couple months. I'm kind of learning about it and everything. And we sold some last night, and we made almost a full paycheck, like almost like $900-ish.
So I did it in 3 sections. Like every check I did $50.
Yeah, I don't want to get into too much detail though, because it's kind of boring.
But every paycheck I did $50. So I had a $150 investment, sold it for $850.
Yeah.
So $700 made profit.
Yeah, and I doubled mine. So, but we're not going to talk about crypto too much here. But it is something that we're learning about. Look at those donkeys. Someone get a donkey. We'll have you guys help name it. 2 donkeys while you're at it. Don't want the other donkey to be lonely.
Well, he'll be with the
goats.
The goats.
Maybe he'll think he's a goat. They need to be in pairs. I'm just saying, they're saying I need to get 2 donkeys on the chat. So
That's not what I'm hearing.
we got Doge at 3 cents, which is why we had such a nice profit.
Yeah.
I do have some Ethereum if we're talking a little bit about stuff. I got paid it. Someone wanted someone to do some voiceover work, and I actually have a professional microphone down in the studio. And actually, the commercial launched today. It's not going to be of any interest to you guys because it's all about crypto and all of that. But I like even saying what I needed to say for this voiceover. I had no idea what I was talking about, and I'm like, I don't even know if I'm saying these words right. But I got paid like $300 in Ethereum for that, and it's already like almost at $500 worth. Like just went up, so that's pretty nice. I'll sell you my Jack for $100 if you want to come see him.
That's why. That's what it is. That's why he mentioned donkeys and miniature donkeys, so he can sell me a donkey.
Right. So Teresa, you bought that book a month ago. What did you think of it? I haven't finished reading it yet, but so far it seems pretty good. Years ago, I turned down Bitcoins for jobs. I'm actually thinking I found a place that allows me to accept crypto as payment for websites. So I'm thinking about signing my business up for that. Halfway to Indiana. Yeah, we might be better off buying local. He throws it. Brenda from Duncan 1900 says, she has one. He's been fine with our goats. He throws a fit if we don't let the goats out when he thinks we should. That's funny.
You let them out.
Now, I've never owned a donkey myself. My grandparents have had donkeys and mules and things, so I'll have to do a little research on their care. Or if anybody here knows a lot about it, it's clock. Maybe I'll pick your brain on donkey care. So that's Larry's talking about something. Yeah, it was weird because I'm sitting here and I'm looking at these words, and I'll probably post the link later tonight on my personal Facebook. I know a lot of you are friends with me on Facebook. Wait a minute, I'm saying these words. I'm like, I think I played it for Donald, and he's like, I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds cool.
Oh, the
commercial.
Yeah.
For that crypto thing. I love it. I haven't read it all yet either, but it's great information. Where did you learn about where to buy these currencies from? So I knew about Dogecoin for a while, and we had started purchasing in Robinhood. I don't recommend Robinhood, especially now because of what happened with the whole GME AMC thing, where they weren't. Basically, what happened was you put money into this app to invest in these stocks and these cryptos. When they go up, and what happens is they start to go down. When it goes down, people start to panic and they start to sell off. And people were panicking about the drops in these stocks, and Robinhood froze the ability to sell or to buy, which meant people have lost millions of dollars. Now, these are people that invest a lot of money. Like us, we invested a couple hundred and like that was it. So it wasn't a big deal for us. And I always only suggest investing what you're willing to lose. So I suggest if you're going to start out in crypto, download an app called Coinbase. It's a good beginner app. They just went public, so you can actually buy stock in Coinbase. I bought stock in it because since it's one of the newer good beginner apps, I think a lot of people are going to start using it. So when that stock goes up, hopefully I'll have some money in it. But lately, Gary Vaynerchuk. Does anybody here know Gary Vaynerchuk? He's really big in marketing, and he uses the F word a lot, but he's really good at understanding how marketing works. So,
and predicting.
Yes. So he is launching a big NFT project, which is a type of crypto. It's like owning a digital version of the Mona Lisa and getting the, what's it called when you own something and you get the royalties for it. So it's like this digital artwork thing that's like really blowing up right now. And he started a Discord channel. It's got almost 150,000 people in it. And I've just been watching it the last couple of days, and I really hooked up with some really smart people that have been explaining to me a lot more about how crypto works and stuff. And so we kind of created our own private server, so it's not so overwhelming with 150,000 people. This one's only got like 20 people in it, and they've been teaching me so much. They're so willing to help, and like, I don't know, it's interesting how many people want people to make money in crypto because it's so easy. As long as you spend 50 hours researching what you need to do. That's what Gary suggests. He's like, don't even bother if you haven't spent 50 hours researching ahead of time. So that said, that's kind of where I started this week. And I've learned a lot. I've told Donald all the things that I've learned, and he's like, you're a nerd. So, but I don't want to talk too much because I know a lot of people, like crypto is very foreign to a lot of people. And I kind of picture, like if you picture in the 1800s, in early 1900s, when gold was the standard currency and some coins. I don't even know what the coins were back then, pences and stuff. When they transferred and switched to the dollar, I feel like back in the Old West, they were kind of like, yeah, I don't want this paper. Just give me the actual gold that's worth something. Like, I feel like there had to have been a resistance back then with the transition to the dollar. I don't know. I mean, I just imagine it. So I feel like we're at that very, very beginning point now where, and I've watched a lot of sci-fi movies to picture this, where we are moving into a digital currency direction. I'm not saying I like it, because I don't, because it's so confusing. And I don't think it's not going to happen probably in our lifetimes because it's so confusing. I imagine if they make it a little easier in 40 years, maybe. But I figure as a tech person, I'm going to do what I can to learn and try to explain it to people that are interested in it. But I don't think it should be ignored. But I definitely think you shouldn't jump in without really doing some research or talking to people that have done it and been successful at it. So that's just if you're interested in crypto, I'm more than happy to talk to you about it. I don't really want to do it on the lives because, again, I'm not a financial planner, so I'm not going to give any financial advice. But I do like trying out new things. And I mean, we just made $900. So, I'm not going to complain about that.
And the prices range dramatically.
Yeah, you can put $100. Let's say if you put $100 into Dogecoin, which was the one that Elon Musk was touting. Pull up your calculator because I'm not going to be able to brain this. Or even, let's say $50. You put $50 at Doge when it was at 3 cents a share. What would you have made if we sold it at 55 cents a share last night? Or even at the 70 cents a share that it was at 2 days ago? What would you have made?
$50, 50 shares or $50 worth of shares?
$50 worth.
Okay. So
we'll give you a quick calculation. If you had $50 to spare, this would have been an easy one to experiment with. And you still could with Dogecoin. You would have made...
At selling it at 70 cents?
Yeah.
$1,160.
You would have made $1,100. So, but then that's if you bought it at when it was 3 cents. Right now, well, last I checked, it was like 58 earlier today. I don't know now. So it's worth it if you have a little bit of extra money to spend. If you don't, it's never suggested to just dive right in. But if you have $50, try it out. Just expect to lose it. So I went way more into crypto than I wanted to tonight. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. That's because Robinhood couldn't cover it. Yeah, Robinhood sucks. Never suggest it. If you're going to do crypto, try Coinbase. If you're going to do any kind of trading, I'm sure there's other apps. Robinhood's easy to use. I'll give it that. But,
but like,
if you're just doing stocks, maybe. I still don't like it. I have ethical issues with Robinhood.
Well, apparently we've learned if you buy crypto through Robinhood, you're not buying crypto.
Right. You're buying a stake into
their crypto
that they own. So let's say you have a thing called a wallet, which is where you store your digital money. So it's like a wallet where you put your dollars. And you have like a seed phrase. It's like a passcode that only you can access this wallet. And you never, ever share it. I don't even store it digitally. It is written down and stored in a safe. Like, because I'm paranoid and they suggest you be paranoid. Well, when you invest with crypto in Robinhood, you're investing in their wallet. So they're making the interest and everything off of what's in that wallet. And you don't own it. You don't own that crypto. You can't take it and spend it somewhere else. You can take it and convert it to dollars and then spend it. But it's different than actually owning the coins or owning the digital currency, if that makes sense. I'm trying not to talk too much about this here because I feel bad talking about crypto during here because it's not what our channel is about. The other thing I do want to warn people about crypto though, is, for example, Dogecoin. The majority of what is already owned by Dogecoin is owned by 11 people. and they call them whales. It's people that own millions and millions and millions of shares of stuff. When they feel like selling their shares, like dropping 2 million of their things, that's when the prices go down. And sometimes they will wait until it goes up and then they'll drop it and everybody else just loses. And so it's very much for, I think someone else mentioned here, might have been Drops, that it's very much a game for the elite people, the rich people.
And then it drops the price, they turn out and buy back.
Yeah.
So then
they're just continually making money.
Yeah, all the money cheap. They just made from selling it, say they sold it at 70 cents and it dropped down to 40 cents, they turn around and buy back at 40 cents.
It goes up to 70, they sell, drops again. But all these other people, you know, that don't know that they need to sell it, they just lose millions of dollars. I mean, it's ridiculous. What else? I put $17 in Coinbase and I'm up to 87. Good job, Mama Z. See, I got Mama Z into doing crypto stuff and I love that she's doing it and learning about it. Fish is like, I just need to get quick money, maybe get us into a house with an extra bedroom. See, that's what we want to do. I want to get into enough crypto to pay off our house. That would be great. I think for quick money, one of the things that Gary Vee talks about is just thrifting. He's really good at thrifting. We kind of want to do a little bit of thrifting this summer, see if we can turn some stuff over. I know
flipping.
Yeah, like flipping products, finding ones that are worth money that maybe people don't realize are worth money, sell them on eBay, or even like if we go up to Harrisburg, which is the capital in Pennsylvania, and buy some furniture off of like, maybe not Craigslist so much as Facebook Marketplace, and then bring it down here to Gettysburg and, you know, up the price. I mean, it would sell. I mean, we could easily you could probably make $1,000 in a weekend. So we're going to try it out. I didn't want to really announce this yet, but I'm starting 2 more YouTube channels. And one of them is going to be specifically about finding ways to make passive or alternative income. And these are all going to be live experiments that I'm going to be doing and blogging about it and vlogging about it on that channel. I'll let you guys know when it's up, but it's coming. It's coming probably within the month. So if you guys are interested in something like that, I'll let you know. But yeah, that's an experiment that I've been wanting to do for a while. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I've already got the domain for it. I've had it for a long time. So I will ping you guys when that's up if you're interested. If not, then don't worry about it. Civil War or civil rights in Arkansas? Civil rights, I meant to say. I don't know. I live in Gettysburg, so civil war is always on the brain here because there's always cannons going off, driving my animals crazy. But I meant civil rights. Like right around the civil rights era, if you can imagine what a big, large tree in the South would have been used for, you can kind of understand where I was going with that I didn't really want to talk about too much, but Skinner says, I just want to pay off the farm. It has over 120. That's about where we're at with this house, is 120,000. So I'll tell you what, if Doge had gone up to 1,000 shares, we would have been millionaires, or $1,000 a share, we would have been millionaires. But
doing the research,
that's not going to happen.
We found out it would
never happen for Doge. $2 maybe. Stringfield says she did eBay for a while. Did you make good money on eBay? I've always been curious because I know some people. There's a really cool channel. He's kind of just like a hillbilly vlog. He calls himself the Idaho Hillbilly.
I think so.
Idaho Hillbilly, but he's got 2 channels, and one of them is called Mountain Junkers, I think, and all he does is find junk, and then he eBays it. And I've always wanted to know how much he actually makes doing that. But I love his vlog channel because he's just so likable. He's just a friendly hillbilly in Idaho, and he just talks about random stuff. And I don't know, it's kind of an ASMR for me, I think, to see people that are just friendly and down to earth and country. I don't know if you guys ever feel that way about people. So if you ever check out his channel, it's called Idaho Hillbilly. I don't have the link on me. Donald might be able to find it, but I think he's monetized. He has a lot of followers. He gets a lot of comments, but there's just something cool and simple and nice, like a grandpa.
How does he start? Hey, friends.
Back here, man. Hello, subscriber. And all the subscribers around the world. Something like that. I forget. He's just so fun. Patty says, I've seen a lot of I can't talk. Women flipping furniture, repainting it. Yeah, I have a friend that does that. And I've actually wanted to do that, but then I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, I don't feel like doing it. I'd rather just sell it. But I probably should, because I do want to get at least an understanding of how to paint furniture. I'm a little lazy about it, though. I had cheaper stuff on eBay, but did fairly good for a while. Okay. Keep up with getting everything mailed, especially driftwood. I would still be doing eBay and other resale apps if it weren't for being home with mom and staying with her to keep her safe. Yeah, I can understand that. I live with dad for that same reason. Is that the name, Idaho Simplicity?
Well, his channel is called Idaho Hillbilly. But
I didn't know that. Yeah. So that's the guy. He's just, he has another one called Mountain Junkers, I think, but just watch a couple of his videos someday. He's just goofy, good old country boy. That's what I like about him.
Just good people.
Just good people. But anyway, I think that's it for our time. Oh, I do want to go over our channel of the week. Last week was CJM Farms. I haven't seen him in a couple weeks, so I'm going to check in with him, make sure he's doing all right. But this week's channel shout out is Nana's Menagerie. Let me take off the thing. This is Two Family Farms' other channel, and Sherry's the one that runs it. This is kind of her independent channel where she talks about, you know, recipes and canning and gardening and things like that. So I wanted to give a shout out to Sherry. I know she recently had surgery and has been in a lot of pain, so she hasn't been around as much. So I figured I'd give her a little love. But if one of my mods posts the link to her channel below, that would be awesome. And Two Family does so much for the community anyway. So, you know, giving them shout outs just seems like a good thing to do.
Damn it. Damn it.
Did she beat you?
2 or 3 people beat me.
Perfect. There you go. Perfect. Thank you guys. Yeah, CGM Farms was our shout out last week, but he hasn't been around for a little bit.
I think he was out last week, wasn't he?
He was not here last week.
Oh, was he not? Okay.
But Two Quacks was, and he's not here this week either. We try to give at least one shout out per live session just to support the community. I mean, there's so many great people here. And I know, and I don't know how many of you have seen some of the recent drama that's been, I've been seeing posts about it, and I'm like, I'm just not here for it. I love everybody, you know, until you do something mean, like obviously, you know, at that point I just take a step back and move on, like away from you. But, you know, just remember everybody's human and we all are just trying to do our best. So, you know, I love everybody that comes in here. I really appreciate you guys so much. And you won't find any drama here because I don't care. I hate to say it that way, but it's true. I just don't care. I got other things to do. And yes, thank you to our mods. Check out their channels. Mama Z. It doesn't show me who all's a mod in StreamYard. I can see it on the TV though. Duncan 1900's a mod. So check out all these guys.
Skinner Farms is a mod.
Skinner Farms. They take time out to make sure that I don't get hit with weird stuff, which occasionally I do. Some people, what was one guy, I was playing guitar, he said I sound like a dead cat or something. That made me laugh, but did you remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
So, and eventually once I get monetized, I will start playing music again. So maybe that'll convince people to help us get monetized. But all right, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll see you next Sunday. We will have another video out on Wednesday. It'll be the organic homemade Neosporin. And what was the second one I was doing this week? Oh, the lilac syrup. So I'll have both of those out this week. So hit that thumbs up, like, and subscribe. You'll get the little bell notification to let you know when the videos come out. And we'll see you next week. Thanks again. And don't forget, don't treat soil like dirt.
Oh, peace.